Being a single LGBTQ parent means facing judgment. But love, that's all that matters. I'll never forget the moment when I was picking up my son from school. As I stood there waiting for him to run up to me, a parent passed by, giving me a look, one of suspicion, as if something was wrong. I knew right then, to them, I wasn't the typical dad. I didn't fit the mold of what they thought a father should be. But here's the thing, being a single LGBTQ+ parent doesn't make me any less of a parent. My love for my son is just as real and just as strong as anyone else's. And today I want to share with you 5 things that most people don't understand about what it's like to raise a child as a single LGBTQ+ parent. The first thing people don't realize is that we don't lack love. What we lack is understanding. Every day, my son and I, we're a family. We have enough love, enough care, and enough understanding. But when I pick him up from school, I can feel those eyes on me. Some people assume that because I'm raising him alone, I must be missing something essential that a traditional family has. They don't see that our love is more than enough. The only thing missing sometimes is the acceptance from the world around us, the smiles of strangers that turn to frowns, the way they glance at me and then look away, maybe even whispering. It's in those moments when I wonder, is this ever going to be easy? But then I look at my son and I know we are enough. We've built our own family, our own rhythm, and it's beautiful, even if the world doesn't always see it that way. Second, we face discrimination every single day. As a single LGBTQ+ parent, it's a daily battle. Once I was picking my son up from school, and a parent asked me, "Don't you think your son needs a mother figure?" I was taken aback, but calmly answered, "No, I'm his dad, and we're fine." But that's not always the case. Sometimes you can't just explain it away. Sometimes it's the stares, the uncomfortable silences, or the whispered judgments that weigh heavier than any words. It's in the subtle comments, the little gestures that imply that somehow we're not quite right. Those moments remind me that I constantly have to prove myself, prove that I'm good enough, prove that my family is just as valid as anyone else's. I try to brush it off, but there are days when those looks cut deeper than they should. The third thing people don't understand is that loneliness isn't about being without someone. As a single parent, I don't just miss a partner. I miss the ability to share the load. There are nights when I feel like I'm doing everything alone. I'm the one making the decisions, the one handling school, the one doing everything for my son. I think back to those moments when I was hopeful, believing that one day I'd find the balance. But now I realize balance isn't always possible. I carry the weight of every decision on my own. And some nights, when I see other families together, I feel the emptiness. Not because I don't have someone by my side, but because I don't have someone who understands the weight of what I carry every day. What I'm missing isn't another person. It's the support and understanding from the world around us. It's the reassurance that I'm not in this alone, even when it feels like I am. The fourth thing people don't see is that we always have to be the role model. My son looks at me every single day, and I know I'm the only role model he has. I have to teach him how to love himself, how to stand up against prejudice, how to be strong in the face of adversity. I remember one time when my son asked me, "Why do people look at us so differently, Dad?" And I told him, "Every family's different, buddy. What matters is that we love each other, and that's all that counts." It's not always an easy lesson, but it's one I have to teach him because he needs to understand that love, respect, and acceptance don't come with conditions. There are times when he comes home from school, his little face full of questions. "Dad, why are they calling me weird? Why do they say we're not like everyone else?" And my heart breaks every time because I want to shield him from the pain, but I can't. All I can do is show him how to rise above, to be proud of who he is, and to know that the love we share is something no one can take away. Finally, what we need most is not pity, but support. I don't need people to feel sorry for me. We're not weak, we're not lacking, we're strong, and we deserve respect just like any other family. What I need is for people to offer support, to listen, to understand that we're doing the best we can and that our families are just as valid. Sometimes when I share my story, I can feel the sympathy in people's eyes, but that's not what we need. What we need is understanding, respect, and the acknowledgement that we are enough. If you've ever felt like your family didn't fit the mold, or that you had to fight for your place in the world, I want you to know, you're not alone. You are seen, you are heard, and your family is just as important as anyone else's. If you felt connected to this story, or if you've been on a similar journey, I'd love for you to join me in building a community where stories like ours are heard, valued, and respected. Together, we can create a space where we can share, learn, and support each other. If you'd like to hear more stories like this, consider subscribing and joining us on this journey. Thank you for being here today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.